The kid pled not guilty.
All right, she's got a pit bull for a lawyer, so she'll get acquitted. No,
She couldn't get her bail.
she's been through enough. All right, she's not gonna be found guilty.
What do you care?
Why do I care about Star? She pulled a gun on Sonny and puts her on our side of the street.
You worried the gun will be traced back to you?
Among other things.
John, you gotta hide me.
Oh, yeah, nice to see you too, Grandpa.
Get lost.
Go on. The hell's the problem this time?
You remember when I told you Tracy had it in for me? Now I got proof. My wife is looking to whack me. They're plotting as we speak. Tracy and Spencer. I heard them.
And this is my problem? How?
We're family, John.
Oh, I thought Tracy was family.
No more. Much as it pains me, I'm gonna have to give her that divorce she wants. Huh. Such a shame. I was hoping to live out my days in the lap of luxury, but I can't chance it. I'm gonna have to move back in here.
Over my dead body.
You serious? You're not gonna take me in?
Why should I? You've been trouble to me my whole life.
We've had our disagreements.
I don't know, who was it who talked me into sleeping with Connie?
Don't make that my idea. That crazy broad came to you. I simply advised you to take advantage.
You were relentless, hounding me to get back at Sonny and to use Kate to do it. And I lost Carly.
Who cares?
I do. You were pimping me out, or at least trying to, like you did to Claudia. So if you think I'm gonna roll out the welcome mat for you, you can go
That's exactly what you're gonna do, you little punk! Ingrate. If you think I'm apologizing for raising you like a son, for keeping the truth from you, that your conniving slut of a sister was really your mother, you better think again. I gave you everything you have, all the power, all the money. I saved your life by putting a bullet in Dante Falconeri, and this is the thanks I get! I get half a mind to put a bullet in you right now.
What are you gonna do, Gramps? You gonna shoot me?
That would solve a lot of problems. You're weak, John. Oh, you got the smarts, but not the stomach or the spine. You know why? You're a Solito. That bitch got over the wall and brought back that weak Solito blood. Well, it ends now. I'm gonna do what I should have done a long time ago.
Do it. Then we finally be even.
What are you talking about?
What's the matter? You can't figure it out?
No. You tell me what you meant.
Oh, come on. Don't disappoint me now, tough guy. Think about it. How would taking a shot at me finally make us even? You're so smart. You can't see what's right in front of you?
What did you do, John?
I think you know. I think you finally figured it out. It wasn't Sonny who tried to kill you that night. It was me.
You're lying. You're trying to mess with my
Wrong
head.
again, pal. It was me who took out the tires in your car. And if I must say, it was one hell of a shot.
I could have been killed.
That was the idea. Waiting for. Pull the trigger! It's what I deserve! I tried to kill you!
That was Corinthos. You're only saying this to hurt me.
Hurt you? No, I wanted to watch you die. But instead, 2 innocent people died because I tried to put you down like the dog that you are.
Where you going? You don't walk away after saying something like that. I want the whole story, John, from the beginning. If you hated me for years, what was so special about that night that made you decide to turn on your own flesh and blood?
I decided to kill you that night?
Yeah.
Why not? Sonny had just gotten finished telling the entire world that you pimped out my mother when she was just a teenager.
He had no right to do that to you.
Yeah, not my best night. And it didn't get any better when Sonny got winged. Showed up here accusing me of being the one who took a shot at him. I was actually convinced it was you.
If I'd been gunning for Sonny's cop son, I would have hit him.
Oh, like you did in that warehouse last September.
I saved your life. You should have returned the favor by keeping your mouth shut.
Yeah, well, Sonny had a gun in my face. I guess I just let it slip out that you had taken a shot at Dante before.
At least you had the decency to warn me that Sonny might be headed my way.
Well, that wasn't me. You can thank Carly for that one. She wanted me to give you a heads up.
You're telling me that woman talks sense into you.
Let's just say she gave me something else to focus on besides my anger. And I was ready not to waste another minute on you ever again. Until I had that dream.
What dream?
Done with the nightmares.
Nightmares? You never had nightmares before?
No, I wouldn't need them. Life was bad enough. But that night Sonny was shot, I woke up in a cold sweat. I had been dreaming about Claudia. She was furious. She never got to be my mother. You wouldn't let her. Instead, you made her lie to me. And now that I knew the truth, I should avenge her by making you pay. I told her that Sonny was on the warpath and you were as good as dead by breakfast. And she said, not Sonny. Do not let Sonny do that. It had to be me. She was right. What kind of son would I be? After all the hell you put her through if I didn't avenge her. And then I set off to do what I should have done years ago. And end all of our suffering. 4. Pull the trigger and let it be over with.
Why are you so eager to die?
At least I'll be away from you.
You know, I'm not buying this whole fairy tale. Claudia makes like Hamlet's father, tells you to avenge her, and you decide to off your old man?
Oh, what, you don't believe I would?
Because your sister told you to?
Mother!
Mother, sister, either way! There were plenty of times when Claudia wanted to let me die. A couple of occasions where she tried to make it happen, and you always stopped her.
Yeah, to my everlasting regret. You're a miserable waste of skin. You should have been dead years ago. And I finally had my opportunity to do it, and I couldn't wait. Running for your life, and I had no time to waste. So I left my nice warm bed next to my nice warm woman, grabbed my gun, and set off after you. First stop was a Quartermain's.
Sure, why not play the percentage?
Yeah, I got there just in time to see you sling your suitcase into your trunk. You took off, and I followed you. There was that jerk behind you on that really dark road with his brights on. Took a couple of shots and then got the hell out of there.
Didn't want to check your handiwork?
No. I figured you'd hit a tree or go over the embankment. That is until you showed up here the next day begging me for a place to hide.
If you did all this, and that's a big if, why don't you tell me how the gun ended up in Kate's office?
The gun in Kate's office?
Yeah.
I was driving home. Happy that I was finally rid of you, and I thought I could be rid of Sonny at the same time. All I gotta do is frame him for your murder.
Why not drop the gun at Sonny's house?
Aha, see? I thought of that. But there were too many guards around given the night's events. Besides, I wanted the gun to be discovered. The cops would need a warrant to get into Sonny's house.
So you planted in his girlfriend's office?
Yeah, I heard Max and Milo talking about how Sonny set out looking for her. The logical choice would be her office.
Kate?
Sonny implicated himself by hooking up with Kate in the very same spot that very next day that the gun could have fallen out.
Fine. You left the gun in Kate's office. Where did you go after?
Where else? Home. And that's the whole truth. And nothing but. Believe me.
I raised you. Loved you like my own. Built up an empire and put it in your hands, and this is the way you repay me. By trying to kill me.
Truth hurts, don't it?
Not half as much as this will.